Well, back here at Lone Depot Park, the Phillies and the Marlins getting set for game one of this four-game series. The lineup cards have already been exchanged. Anthony Contreras exchanged it for Don Mattingly for the fourth consecutive day. It won't be somebody new unless the Phillies wind up losing. Perez has ventured into the dugout. Wheeler has ventured into the dugout as well. Zach, who has decent numbers against the Marlins here at Lone Depot Park, actually has decent numbers overall against the Miami Marlins. Phillies are without Trey Turner for tonight. Don Mattingly alluded to it yesterday that he was probably going to give him the day off today. Adolis Garcia may be off tomorrow. That means Kyle Schwarber is leading things off for Don, who managed here in Miami. In fact, he's the all-time winningest manager in Marlins history with 443 wins. He passed Jack McKeon. I know, Johnny. Jack McKeon. 281 wins for Jack McKeon. And he got a chance to see some of the folks that covered him earlier today before we sat down with him to discuss a little baseball.
Yeah, some fond memories here in Miami, and I really liked the way he managed this ball club when he was here. I mean, it was a very limited, talented club, but he made the most of it. And these guys played, they played hard for him. He did a nice job for him, and people still love him here, and they obviously have fond memories of him as well.
Yeah, he was the manager of the year during the COVID season as he took the Marlins to the postseason before they lost to the Atlanta Braves. Everything's fine. Everything is fine.
Don't worry.
It's just all part of the show here at Lone Depot Park. And there's actually people sitting in the second deck all the way around, which is we don't generally see. But, of course, the Phillies do attract the Phillies and the Mets and the Yankees when they come in. Red Sox, they attract a little bit more attention than some of the other teams that the Marlins face here in South Florida.
Yeah, plus they have some transplants here from all those states and
yep,
and all those cities. Probably why you see some of those fans coming out.
All right, well, we are waiting for Perez to take the mounds. The Marlins are wearing their City Connect uniforms today. They used to have one of the best sets of City Connect uniforms. These are fairly sharp. They've got some multicolor to them. And they have the 305, the area code, on their hats, the front of their hats. They're playing good baseball, the Marlins are. They're 15-16. They're currently in second place in the National League East. And they just did a nice job against arguably the best team in baseball, the Los Angeles Dodgers, out in Southern California.
Yeah, they split over there on their West Coast trip, and anytime you come back there with a split, you know you're doing something right. It's a team that you cannot take lightly. They play hard, they play fast, and they're going to try to create some stuff on the field.
Yeah, they do steal a lot of bases. You will see them do some quirky things on the base paths as well. Tonight's goals for the series brought to you by Planet Fitness. Consistency and length from the starters. Pass the baton. The on-base percentage in the three-game series was very high. They had 13 walks in the three-game series.
Yeah, really nice job of making the pitcher stay in the zone. And anytime you can create traffic, that causes a lot of stress for the pitcher. And, you know, that's the way to get into the bullpen. And then, you know, again, anytime you can create stress one way or another, that's the way to do it. And they've been a good, you know, these last few days have been very good in that area.
Well, here's Perez, who is 2-2, an ERA of 4.60. In his last outing, he allowed 2 home runs. He's allowed 6 so far this season. He allowed 4 earned runs in 5 1/3 innings against him. He's a big kid. He's 6'8". So if he gets down in the zone, then his arsenal, which is sponsored by StatCast, powered by Google Cloud, his arsenal is even better.
And he really does have an electric four-seamer, and you see the other pitches. That sweeper is improving. He's a guy that when his command is on, he can dominate. When it is not, I mean, you can get to him. He'll leave some pitches in the middle of the plate because he's got so many levers. It's difficult for him to repeat his delivery consistently, and hopefully the Phillies can take advantage of that.
All right, well, the Phillies lineup is brought to you by Xfinity. 1 internet price, 5 years guaranteed. Kyle Schwarber will lead things off. Bryce Harper's batting second with Adolis Garcia moving from the cleanup spot. That means Brandon Marsh gets a chance to be the cleanup hitter again for the Phils. Edmundo's starting at shortstop, so he's getting some run at 3 different positions over the last couple days for Don Mattingly's team.
Yeah, Don Mattingly stacking some of those left-handers against Perez because they frankly hit much better than the right-handers do. 273 with an 803 OPS for the left-handers. Pretty good numbers.
Marlins defense brought to you by CarShield. Sanoja won the Gold Glove as a utility man, and he's over at third base.
Pesky little guy.
Yeah, Lopez and Edwards are good too up the middle. All right, here we go. First pitch of today's ball game is brought to you by Audi. And game 1 of this 4-game series underway, and it's taken outside from Schwarber. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Schwarber leads the National League in home runs with 11. He was 5 for 6 yesterday in the day-nighter with 2 home runs and 3 RBIs.
It is nice to see him heat up a little bit, and you know he can get those home runs in bunches once he starts getting hot.
20 career home runs against the Marlins. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Perez in his only outing against the Phillies, which came on September 8th, 2023. Again, he's been banged up, or was banged up, so that's why they haven't seen him that often. He went 5 innings. He allowed 2 runs on 4 hits and a home run. Walked 3, struck out 4. Check swing. They appeal. No swing, says Bruce Dreckman.
Never ever been a question about Perez's stuff, because that's pretty electric. It's about whether he can command it.
Swing and a foul tip. Nope, foul ball. So Schwarber stays alive. Foul tip would have been in the glove. Foul ball is out of the glove.
It seemed like it was in the glove for a long time, but Hicks could not squeeze it.
Swing and a miss. That ends 23 straight plate appearances for Kyle without a strikeout. It's his 41st strikeout of the year. And with 1 away, it brings up Bryce Harper.
That is just a straight 4-seamer with a lot of life up in the zone, and he gets it over his barrel, and you're throwing 98, 99 miles an hour. You got to be ready for it.
Harper finished with 8 hits in the series against the Giants. Takes a breaking ball for strike 1. He was 3 for 10 in yesterday's day-night doubleheader. 3 walks, 2 double plays, a double, an RBI. In the dirt. I should say he was 8 for 19 in the season series against the Giants. He has 38 career home runs against the Marlins. It's the 3rd most for him against a franchise. 1 and 2.
Tight little slider there. Almost had like cutting type action.
Bouncer out to second base. To his left, Edwards. Yeah, there are 2 outs.
One thing you really love to do against Perez is try to get base runners on. He does not hold base runners. You can exploit him a little bit. And neither one of these catchers are great throwers necessarily for the Marlins. So base runners is key.
Garcia takes a healthy hack at the first pitch, and it's 0-1. Two. Yeah, it's a good fastball. It's got life to it.
It sure does. Up to 99. I mean, he could pop 100 from time to time as well.
I saw there was a couple times he was at 101.5. And the 0-2 pitch outside, 1 and 2. Garcia hitting .243 so far with 3 home runs and 11 runs batted in. He has played an excellent right field.
A nice job of laying off that breaking ball, especially when you're throwing 100. I mean, this guy's legs are so long.
They are long. 6'8".
Wow.
And Garcia asked for time. Not a surprise. A couple strikes on the board.
Seems to do that a lot, right? Just as the pitcher's getting ready. I think he does it to get in the pitcher's head a little bit.
Line drive out toward left, and it's a base hit for Garcia, who's now hit in 4 straight games and 10 of 11.
It just seems like he's feeling a lot more comfortable in his stance. You know, they finally got him to the point where he's very close to where he was in 2023 and jumps all over this hanging slider. Doesn't slide a whole lot. Punches it into left field, and we got a base runner.
Yeah, I think Perez is fortunate that it was only a single.
Yep.
And it brings Brandon Marsh up to the plate. 21st game as a cleanup hitter for Marsh.
Perez going with the slide step there, because if he does lift his leg, I mean, you can go off to the races on him. Garcia's got a very healthy lead over there at first.
Yeah, a little different style of holding him on from Morel. Morel is about 3 feet off the first base bag. I think the first time I saw that kind of style was John Olerud used to do that. But he was left-handed, so it felt like he gave him an advantage. Another slide step, and it's 2-1.
Wasn't it Bobby Valentine who sort of invented that sort of?
Must have been.
And there were times when they sort of, it was considered a balk because you were in some way or shape or form were deceiving the runner.
It was just called the other day, the same type of thing, because the first baseman was not covering. There goes Garcia, ball slapped foul.
I love the fact that we're taking chances on this guy. And Paco's probably telling him when he, hey, listen, if he lifts that leg, go ahead. If he slide steps, then shut it down.
Does not go. Pitch lifted in the air, shallow right field. And the inning is over. 20 pitches for Perez. Phillies get a hit. They leave one. We'll head to the bottom of the first. He swings and misses on 84 pitches. So they're hoping that he'll be between 90 and 100 tonight, if not closer to 100. He'll face Marcy to lead it off, and he delivers strike 1. So that's 94. But, you know, his last outing, the first pitch he threw was 96. But if he sits 94, 95, 96 with that four-seamer, he's in good shape. Swing and a miss.
Especially when he has the life that he has. I mean, he's one of those guys that has great extension, and his delivery is so good that he can repeat his delivery so consistently. It sort of reminds me a little bit of Curt Schilling with his consistency of his delivery.
Swing and a miss. He lost his bat. It goes into the dugout, and he lost the at-bat as well. First strikeout for Wheeler. And there's one away.
Yeah, lively fastball up in the zone, throws it over the barrel, and whoop. What's that? He threw a rocket over there.
Rest of the lineup for Clayton McCullough's team, brought to you by Xfinity. One internet price, 5 years guaranteed. Stowers is up now, and, well, he was not totally into that swing. Stowers, 229 this year. A hamstring strain cost him the first month of the season, so he's only played in now 10 games, most of the first month. He was an all-star last year at 25 home runs. Fly ball left field. Marsh moves over. 2 outs. Phillies defense presented by Car Shields. Edmundo playing shortstop for Trey Turner. And Marchand back behind the plate.
I think Donnie wanted to get Trey Turner off his feet. This is turf, a little bit different turf situation for him. Maybe give him a blow and then right back at it tomorrow.
Otto Lopez takes a strike.
This guy's had a heck of a start, huh?
Yeah, he had 5 hits in the series against the Dodgers. He's currently 11th in Major League Baseball in hitting .322. That 5 hits produced a 3-game hitting streak.
I mean, a pretty darn good waiver claim. I mean, almost every one of these players in the starting lineup have been acquired either via trade, Rule 5, waivers. I guess that's a foul ball off his foot.
Yep. Mark Wagner called it almost immediately.
Not a whole lot of homegrown Marlins here.
No.
Perez is one of them because he was signed as a free agent as a kid way back when. But pretty much 95% of this team has been acquired outside the organization.
1-2. 2-2.
First breaking ball he spun.
I thought that pitch was pretty good the other day. The sweeper and the curveball. He didn't throw a lot of curveballs, but I thought that was pretty good too.
Yeah, I was impressed by the way the ball was coming out, spinning out of his hand. And the fact that he was actually commanding quite a few of them.
Opposite way, foul.
And he was throwing against a pretty darn good team and a hot team in the Atlanta Braves, and he handled them pretty darn well.
And a breaking ball low, 3-2.
Thought he had him there.
Fly ball center field, well struck. Crawford going back toward the wall. It is off the top of the wall and out of the yard. A home run for the Marlins. Lopez's 4th of the year, and it's 1-0 Miami.
Now I'm going to have to take another look at this. I think it may have hit his glove and hit off his glove and may have popped over the wall, but I'm not positive. That ball was hit extremely well to dead center field. Otto Lopez, who's had a nice start to the season, drives this ball. There's a four-seamer, and he stays on it, jumps it.
I think you're right.
Yep.
Yep.
I think it hit the wall, then his glove, and then popped over the wall. Yep.
Huh.
Don't see that often.
Well, Mark Wagner's over to talk to Don Mattingly. And they're going to review it just to make sure. It is a crew chief review. Mark will explain it to us in a moment.
The call in the field is home run. This is a crew chief review.
Now, I'll be honest with you. I don't know the rule. If the ball hit the wall first and then hit his glove and goes out of the ballpark, I believe it's a homer.
I don't think it is. If it hits the wall first,
it hit the wall
which
first.
It did, and then pops out.
I think I should know that rule.
But it's pretty clear. Whichever way they decide, they should have a decision pretty clearly and fast.
Yeah.
Either way, he smoked that baseball. He saw a fastball and he drove it.
I mean, that looks like almost
wall glove, yep.
And then over the fence.
Watch the slow-mo on this. Yeah, and again, they have to make sure that none of his glove touched it and pushed it over. At least that's what I think that they're looking at.
I think his glove did push it over.
No, I'm saying
prior to it hitting the wall.
It just in any sense, like did the glove at all? There we go.
After review, call in the field is overturned. The ball hit the wall and the glove and then went over. It is a ground rule double. The batter will be placed at second base.
Well, there you go. So a ground rule double. So I guess what I was saying is that if the glove, it hit the wall first, so they had to make sure that it hit the wall first, then hit the glove,
correct,
then went over. And that is a break for the Phils.
And I bet if you ask Justin Crawford, he'll say, I should have caught the ball. Now, it would have been a
that
tremendous
seemed to be his
catch.
body language.
I mean, it would have been a phenomenal catch, regardless.
So ground rule double. It brings Edwards to the plate. And he lines this one down the right field line. That's going to go foul.
Edwards has never seen a fastball he does not like, especially from the left side. I mean, he is hunting fastballs, and that's exactly what he does with them every single time. And Wheels is just trying to establish that fastball in this first inning.
Low. One ball and one strike. Ryan Spader just sent it's Rule 5.05 A8. If anybody wants to look at it about, the ball hitting the wall, glove, or body out. You remember Jose Canseco had one hit off his coconut and go over the fence. That was a home run.
Yep. Because it didn't touch the wall.
Didn't touch the wall.
Had it gone wall, coconut, and then out of the stadium, probably a ground rule double.
2-1. Hit sharply fair down the right field line. And that'll get the run home. It goes to the corner. Edwards on his way to second. RBI double. First base umpire is Carlos Torres. Boy, that was threading the needle down the right field line.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Marchand necessarily agrees with him, but this is a cutter that it doesn't cut enough. And like I said, Edwards, anything hard, he's all over, and he keeps it fair. Nice job of hitting. They go back-to-back doubles, trade places, and the Marlins are up 1-0.
Yeah, so back-to-back doubles. And Liam Hicks, the hitter. Another left-hander for the Marlins. Hicks hitting .315. This threesome, Lopez, Edwards, and Hicks, this is basically murderer's row for the Marlins. I mean, these are the guys that have produced the most runs, the most offense. I mean, Hicks has 28 RBIs, which is second in Major League Baseball.
Amazing Rule 5 pick from the Detroit Tigers, and another guy that they acquired from outside the organization, and he really didn't show a whole lot of pop in the minor leagues. Wasn't, didn't have especially amazing slug numbers, but he's had a heck of a start to this season.
Two and one.
But those numbers with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, very good. As a team, they're at 273.
Yeah. And
just as comparison, I mean, the Phillies are at 230. Popped up. Bohm gives it a look. It's going to be out of play. 2-2.
One of the more impressive things about Hicks is that he only has 7 walks and 8 punch-outs.
contact, baby.
I mean, he's putting the ball in play, so he's been a tough guy to punch.
Runner goes. Ball is bounced on the ground off the first base bag. Nice job by Harper, just to stay down on it. 3-1 on the putout. Yeah, the inning is over. 1 run though on 2 hits, and 1 man left. We'll go to the second. Phillies down by 1. Beautiful night here in South Florida. The Marlins lead at 1-0 as we go to the second. Bet365 gives us the odds of Edmundo Sosa to hit a home run, plus 700. Edmundo starting at shortstop today.
His natural position.
Yeah.
Doesn't get a chance to play a ton, obviously, with Turner pretty much playing every day. When Turner went down, he played awfully well.
Yeah,
last year, little hamstring action, and he filled in very admirably.
He hit .281 with 11 home runs as a starter last year, and most of that was during Trey's injury. Fouls it off to the right. 1-2. Off the hands. 99 on that four-seamer.
And he ran that maybe all the way in on his hands, as you said, but Mundo fouling it off.
Popped up. Should find the seats, the sea of Phillies fans that are here. Ooh, nice catch.
Oh, nice backhand play right there. Gotta go, kiddo.
I think the high fives hurt more than the catch.
He was digging himself. Is that a purple glove? Or am I colorblind?
Oh, I didn't see the color.
I think it was purple.
Swing and a miss. That's 4 swings and misses so far. As Bryson Stott comes up. Time now for our Rally House quote of the game. Don Mattingly on giving Trey Turner a day off. Doubleheader yesterday. Obviously gave Harper a day yesterday. We are a roster that is getting a little older. Not saying the guys are old, but I think a day off here and there is going to hurt. Isn't going to hurt anybody. Keeps our bench playing well. There's Trey.
And I think he preferred just to give him a full day off. Now there may be a situation where they may need him to pinch hit, do something of that nature.
We asked Don, well, what would you prefer to do as a hitter? He goes, well, I always like to pinch hit. He said, I kind of looked at it as a chance to get a free hit.
And it got he liked the idea of getting your juices flowing late in the game. You know, he was going to be coming in a situation when the game was on the line.
Swing and a miss, 1-2. He told a great story about playing for Lou Piniella. And Lou said to him one day, he said, you know, I was thinking about getting Dan Pasqua some more at bats. What do you think about playing third base? And he said, I can play fielding ground ball, Lou. And he said it was like 7 innings later and he was playing third base.
Don't open the door for Lou.
And he turned to double play.
And then he started like the next 2 games, I think, at third base.
He said his arm was killing him after that.
Yeah.
But he said he turned the double play, and I remember this vividly. It was in Seattle. Turned the double play, and he said he got into the dugout, and they gave him the silent treatment like he had hit his first home run. Whacked foul. Then it remains 1-2.
He said he originally played short and third and all types of positions because he was ambidextrous. He was right hand. He threw with both hands.
So he can't do that anymore.
Then he bagged that.
On the ground to first. Sliding backhanded play by Morel. And the feed was a little too far for Perez.
I will tell you, that was a super athletic move by Morel. I mean, he's one of those guys that they really have not been able to find a position for him. Of course, he's just getting back from playing. He's played some third, played some outfield, but God, he pounced on this ball really well. I thought this was going to be a base hit. But then the feed was a little quick.
Yeah, it should be an error on him, even though Perez had to tip off the glove.
Yep. You know, back in the day when the guy was throwing really well, you would run right up his legs.
Yeah.
But that ain't happening anymore. Everybody's being very courteous these days. I mean, especially if the guy was dealing.
Right. See if you can tie him up a little bit.
Well, be the way to like knock him out of the game.
Fly ball to right field. Stott scampers back. Yeah, there are 2 outs.
Would like to see Stott try to steal this base. There's no question in my mind that they got to continue to put pressure on this guy because it's going to be tough to like string a lot of hits on him unless he really starts to lose his command.
He broke and then stopped. Pitches a strike. Liam Hicks has only thrown out 1.
Yeah, he's looking to steal, but he's not going to go if he gets that slide step like he got right there. That's just too quick.
87% success rate, which is pretty darn good. He does not go again. Oh, 0-2.
And the question is, when he does that slide step, does it take away from his overall stuff? So far, I don't see that changing.
There he goes. Pitch outside. Perfect pitch to throw on, but it goes into center field. Stott doesn't realize it, so he'll get just the stolen base. It's his 6th steal without being caught. And now you got a chance to drive in the tying run if you're Crawford.
Yeah, nice job by Bryson Stott. He sees he lifts that bigger lift, and there's just no chance. He got a superb jump. I mean, we'd have to make an unbelievable throw to be able to get him.
Line drive picked on 1 hop by Morel. He hit it right on the nose. And the inning is over. No runs, no hits. There was 1 Marlins error. We'll head to the bottom of the 2nd. It's 1-0. Bottom of the 2nd inning. It's 1-0 Marlins. They have a drone going around tonight. They were so excited about having the roof open with the drone popping through.
Why did they not have the roof open?
High heat index. Today's Citizen Stats leaders, it's 2025. Wheeler, highest strikeout percentage at 33.2%.
I mean, it's gorgeous out.
Heat index was high.
Come on.
Very few times you get a chance to play with the roof open. Particularly in the next couple weeks, you're never going to do it. Got to roll the dice. Everybody likes to sweat every once in a while.
Well, once you get past May, man, I mean, it's going to be boiling here.
Agustin Ramirez, the batter. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes.
Another player acquired from outside the organization. This one from the New York Yankees.
Yeah, he was acquired in the Jazz Chisholm deal.
Yep.
21 home runs last year. Not particularly solid defensively behind the plate, but they have Hicks, so they can use him as a DH and they'll be just fine.
Yeah, he's still learning the position, the catching position. Struggles with the receiving and the calling stuff, although I think they're calling a lot of their games from the bench.
Yes.
Particularly when he is catching.
Three and 1. There's the numbers from last year. 6th in the Rookie of the Year balloting. And he is aboard. First walk issued by Zach.
You know, he doesn't. Zach never really shows a lot of emotion, but I could sort of tell when he's just sort of annoyed that he didn't. You know, these walking guys. There's a little bit of an annoyance in his body language, I think.
Former #1 prospect for the Chicago Cubs, Owen Casey, is the batter. He was 1 for 9 in the most recent series against the Dodgers.
He's a big kid, boy. He's got a lot of leverage in his swing. Somebody as a scout, you know, you can dream on because he's got that leverage.
Played for Canada in the World Baseball Classic and hit over 400. A little bit of a fight going on for command right now for Zach.
Yeah. Hey, it's not going to be a straight line necessarily. He hasn't, you know, he hasn't pitched in the big leagues for but once in several months.
Yeah, August of last year. Out to shortstop. This could be 2. Sosa gets to it, flips to second, not in time, over at first. Ball just wasn't hit hard enough.
No, it sure wasn't. And Casey, for a big man, does move very well.
And I have to say, I didn't know how quick he was. Then you saw him getting out from the left side.
Yeah.
I mean, he was moving pretty good.
He got down the line.
Christopher Morel. Bouncer back toward the middle. Sosa has it, flips to second for 1. That's all they'll get. That was a nice job getting the 1 out.
Yeah, really good job there from Edmundo Sosa, who has not played a ton of shortstop this year, and he sort of laughing over it at Bryson Stott. He kind of flipped him a knuckleball at him. Couldn't quite get a good grip on it when he was scooting up the middle here. Got enough on it though to put it over there to Bryson to get that lead runner. Morel does run well, so there's no chance of turning a double play there.
2 outs. The #9 batter, Sanohab, will come up. He's hitting a .387 lifetime against the Phillies.
Yeah, this is a Philly killer, man. He's just been a pest against the Phillies in his career.
10 ribbies.
Yeah. And he's got a lot more punch than you think he does. He's sort of a smallish guy, but got a little thump.
0-2. The drone wants to get in. It does. It wants to get in.
Knocking on the windows.
It's like, hey, man, open the roof. Open the windows. I'm ready. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout for Zach. And he leaves one over at first. 1 time through the order. He's allowed 1 run. On 2 hits, we'll go to the 3rd. The Phillies trail at 1-0. Phillies trail at 1-0 as we go to the top of the 3rd. It'll be Marchand, Schwarber, and Harper. Perez, through the first 8 hitters, has thrown 7 first pitch strikes. And again, more base runners, the more pressure you put on him, that's the part of his game that he hasn't fine-tuned just yet. Here's Marchand, who's 3 for his last 44.
It is a formula for success here for Perez. If he continues to throw strike 1, going to make life tough on the Phillies, because then he can go to his other off-speed stuff or continue to pound that 99-mile-an-hour fastball.
0-2.
Or 97.
I'm surprised they threw him a sweeper there. I really am.
And it sort of sped up his bat a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it maybe he just didn't throw it where he wanted it to. But, Rafael was a little behind on the first 2 fastballs that he threw. Swing and a miss. The changeup. That was a good pitch. That's 3 strikeouts. And back to the top of the order.
I think it might have been his first changeup of the evening, and see the grip on it, and he turns it over. Third one.
Yeah, all against lefties.
Of course.
Swing and a miss. The sweeper's the pitch that he's just learned over the last year while he was going through rehab. And he does like to throw that against left-handers. That's a curveball. He does have a lot of his pitches working right now.
Yeah, he does, and he's throwing them for strikes.
That's kind of what we alluded to. He's now at 9 of 10 first pitch strikes. 0-2 to Schwarber. Popped up. Behind home plate, Hicks. Not a lot of room back there. And he's out of it. Boy, that ball shot right into that guy's hands. Wearing a Bryce Harper jersey.
He deserves it.
Hey, he does deserve
right?
it. Yeah.
Wearing that uniform in enemy land.
There are a lot of enemy uniforms.
Ooh.
And a called strike 3. 4 strikeouts.
Yeah, just sort of fooled him. This is a sweeper that, I mean, slices right down the middle of the plate. Obviously, Kyle did not pick it up.
Bryce grounded out his first time up. And he fouls that one. It's 0-1. A career worth of home runs for Bryce Harper against the Marlins. 38.
Wow, that curveball is really, really biting.
Yeah, curveball sweeper combination has been really effective for him.
And he's setting it up with, getting that first pitch strike, as we talked about.
Harper, since the 1st of April, hitting .298 with 13 extra base hits. Checked his swing on that. And it evens it up at 2-2.
The difference between his curveball and his sweeper, his curveball sort of a 12-6 rotation, top to bottom. The sweeper a little more side to side, more like 10, I don't know, 10-4.
Swing and a miss. Change up again. He used it twice in this inning to get strikeouts, and he just struck out the side. 5 Ks through 3. Middle of the 3rd. Marlins lead it by 1. Phillies baseball is brought to you by your local Delaware Valley Honda dealers. Hurry to your local Del Val Honda dealer or visit DelValHondaDealers.com. And by the Pennsylvania Lottery, visit PALottery.com or download the app today. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians. Along with Ruben Amaro, I'm Tom McCarthy. Here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, it's 1-0 Marlins on top. Zach Wheeler goes back to work against the top of the order. And it's 1 ball and no strikes.
He's thrown a couple of cutters that kind of gotten away from him, not really tight. Haven't really cut in on those left-handers like they should.
Down the right field line foul. Like that one there, that's a 4-seamer, but just getting it in on him.
Yeah, I mean, the key to that cutter is to try to either backdoor it on the corner and freeze the left-hander, or to get in on his hands. See, it's not spinning quite the way he wants it to.
Swing and a miss, 2-2.
Nasty splitter on that one.
That was really good.
So difficult to differentiate the fastball from the split when he throws it like that.
Mm-hmm. Swing and a foul tip. He got him. 3 strikeouts. At 95 on that.
Yeah, it's just a really nice sequence to come back, and he goes split and then high fastball again to get this young man, and second time he's gotten him on that high fastball.
Brings Stowers up, who flied out to left his first time.
Is it Alien Night tonight?
Star Wars night, remember.
Oh, it's Star Wars.
May the Force be with you.
Yeah, thank you.
Up high. Now, usually it happens on May 4th.
I haven't seen any Darth Vaders floating around.
No, there hasn't been Darth Vader. There's been other people. Fransky just sent us a photo of he was sort of all-encompassing in the elevator. With all the Star Wars characters.
All the Star Wars aliens and or characters. He's a character, that's Scott Fransky.
He fitted perfectly.
Are you sailing? He looks like one of those that he fits in. That's not nice.
Here's some Star Wars characters. He was right next to that guy.
And is that
Mandalorian?
Mandalorian.
Baby Yoda's along for the ride. Two and two. There's a lot going on this weekend here in Miami. I mean,
there is.
You got a game here. You got Star Wars characters. You got an F1 going on.
You got there's some kind of PGA
golf
tournament
event at
going
Doral.
on.
Yep. I got my boys from CBS that are here. They're sucking down some hot dogs. Dollar Dog Night. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts.
That is a lively fastball.
Yes.
Now, I mean, there was some question as to whether or not he's going to be able to have the arm speed to get guys out, but his leverage is so good and his release point is so close to the hitter that the ball just still jumps on him. It's tough to get there.
Yeah, I don't think velocity is a question. I know that he used to throw 98 miles an hour. He's not going to do that anymore, but that's okay. I mean, that's 94. He's hit 95 tonight. Garcia's under. It makes the catch. 45 pitches through 3 innings for Zach Wheeler. He's allowed just the 1 run. Now the Phillies need a little offense to back him up. This wrap 4th inning is brought to you by Toyota. Check out Toyota.com and visit your local tri-state Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go Phils. We head to the top of the 4th inning. And Adolis Garcia will lead it off. It'll be Garcia, Brandon Marsh, and Mundo Sosa. The Phillies against Perez. Yuri Perez. Excellent line so far. 5 strikeouts. He and Zach Wheeler, they're locked in another pitcher's duel. We had a nice one yesterday in the day game between Logan Webb and Christopher Sanchez.
Great one.
Christopher lifted after 6 2/3. He admitted he wasn't happy about it. Don Mattingly said, I know he wasn't happy about it. I'm totally fine with that. Because I like it.
That's exactly what you want. You want the guy to want the baseball.
0-1. Bounced over to third. Sanoha.
Ooh.
He almost took an extra beat.
Good
Didn't
hustle
get
by.
him.
That's a good hustle by Adolis.
Perez Rubin already 11 swings and misses. Now
Yeah.
Zach is not too shabby either. He has 7.
Again, he's setting up everything with strike one, and sometimes you got to give him some credit.
Marsh lines one out toward right field. It's a missile, and it's going to take a bounce off the wall. He'll get a long single. It was hit so hard.
What a throw. I mean, that was as good a throw I've seen from a right fielder in a long time. Oh, and Casey, he threw an absolute bullet. This was hit like a bullet. Unfortunately, he didn't get it airborne because that would have been well out of the ballpark, but it is a rocket. Watch this throw. Right on the money.
Yeah, that was 110 off the bat. It's the hardest hit ball of the night. And that ball squirts away from Hicks. And Marsh goes to second.
And this is the way you get to this kid. I mean, obviously he's throwing first pitch strikes. Well, guess what? I'm going to jump on that first pitch, and it's exactly what Marsh did. And talked about it. Got to get him in the stretch because that's when he starts struggling.
Runs with runners on. OPS is fairly similar between both. Marsh inching off second. Pulled foul.
We hung a couple of breaking balls, and Edmundo had some good swings on both of those. Perez getting away with a couple.
Reaches out, pops it up, shallow center. And under it is Edwards. He'll make the catch for the second out. True baseball fans need Wi-Fi that's so reliable it never gets caught looking. Xfinity Internet keeps you in the game at one price for 5 years and allows you to get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity, imagine that. Little wire cam look from here in Lone Depot Park. Outside to Stott. Stott first time up reached on the error by Morel.
Well struck baseball. I mean, he hit a bullet over there to his right. Morel made a nice play, but led Perez too much on that feed.
2-0. He pitches in the first. It's gotten down as the game has gone on, but that was the 60th. Stop taking all the way, and it's 3-1. I wonder if he's going to get that same pitch.
Yeah, I sort of wish he was going green light on that. I think that he did have the green light. He just decided not to swing. Some guys just don't like to swing 3-0. Again, in this situation, if I were Stott, I'd look for the same exact pitch. If I don't get it, then just spit on it. Easier said than done, though, Tom.
Outside, ball 4. He works a walk, and the Phillies have 2 on for the first time tonight. It's the first walk issued by Perez. And it brings Bohm up, who did swing at that first pitch his first time to the plate.
And you can see some of this tentativeness that he has when he's in the stretch. See if he can make a mistake here to Bohm.
Now he's got a good fastball, and Alec, as we've talked about, has struggled against the fastball, hitting 106 against it. And he swings at the first pitch.
He gets a fastball, and it was certainly a hittable one, but as you said, Alec has quite been able to get out in front on that pitch, and that's a pitch that he's really needs to do so.
What do you think the issue? What is the issue? Why is he so slow to it?
I think he's just he thinks so much about using the middle of the field, which isn't a bad thought process.
There's a line drive out to right center field. That's in for a base hit. He gets a hit against a fastball, and he's going to tie the game up. Stott goes to third as Marsh scores. It's an RBI single for Alec Bohm. It's a 1-1 game.
You know, you've seen Alec Bohm get closer and closer to being himself. Nice job yesterday of driving in the winning run and walking it off, but he jumps on this fastball, and it is vintage Alec Bohm driving the ball to right center field. That's where his money is. And if this ball's not cut off by the center fielder Marcy, this would have been 2 RBIs, but did a pretty good job of getting it in.
And now it's Justin Crawford, who hit it sharply his first time up. Breaking ball line down the right field line. That's going to be in for an extra base hit. 1 run is in. Bohm will be held. RBI double for Crawford, and the Phillies take the lead.
Well, I love the aggressiveness early in the count. This guy's been throwing a lot of first pitch strikes. Phil's making the adjustment, jumping all over it, and together 3 really good at bats. The walk by Stott, and this little breaking ball, Justin stays right on it, smokes it to right field. Too bad he hit it too hard, because then Bohm might have been able to score. Even though Bohm doesn't run all that well, he was rolling with 2 outs.
Well, that's a 5-game hitting streak. It's the 6th double of the year for Crawford. And the Phillies have taken the lead. It all started with the single by Marsh with 1 out. And now a meeting on the mounds. And it brings Marchand up. Schwarber's chatting with Marchand. I wonder if he's reminding him just about that first pitch aggressiveness.
That's the thing I absolutely love about this team. They watch the game, they talk the game, they talk about it in the dugout. It's just sort of part and parcel who they are, and nothing wrong with giving a young man a little advice.
No. Marchand struck out his first time up. Swing and a miss. Challenged him 0-1.
He was ready for the fastball, just didn't get to it.
And 2.
And now he's got a battle. Could really break their hearts. Just a little blooper. I'll take a little blooper in there somewhere.
Bring 2 home. He's leading 2-1. They have 2 runs on 4 hits. 3 of those hits in this inning. And Marchand fighting, battling.
I like the battle. Keep making him work, wear him down. even if it doesn't come to fruition where he picks up a big hit here, maybe it affects the next couple of innings.
Yeah, because this will be his 70th pitch. Upstairs. He had 20 pitches in the first inning, and now he's got 20 here in this inning.
Oh, nice job by Marchand of battling, as you said, Tom. Now he's seen pretty much all of his pitches. Now he did punch out on a changeup his last time, probably in his back of his mind.
Another one fouled off. That was the 7th pitch of this at bat. It was a sweeper that was kind of hanging in the plate.
Yeah, and he's hung quite a few of them here in this inning. Philly's taking advantage of those, and he just seems like a totally different pitcher in the stretch than he does in the windup. Clayton McCullough watching his young pitcher.
One and two. Again. Popped up. Way up there. Second baseman Edwards makes the call and the catch. The inning is over. However, the Phillies provided some damage. Crawford gives them the lead with the RBI double. It's 2-1 as we go to the bottom of the fourth. This round 4th inning is brought to you by Toyota. Check out Toyota.com and visit your local tri-state Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go Phils. Little drone shot outside the stadium. Look at that beautiful sky behind the stadium itself. Lone Depot Park, the site of what used to be the Orange Bowl. That's when you know you're getting old, when you've called a different game at 2 different stadiums on the same site.
You're not that old, Tom.
It still makes you feel a little old.
It makes you feel old.
Yeah.
But you're not old.
It rained. The roof would have been great that day. It rained for that football game. And I remember my chart got soaking wet as the game game went on. Yeah.
Was it blowing in?
It was blowing all over the place. It was coming. The water was coming through the roof.
Really?
Yep. Bottom of the 4th, first pitch strike on a sinker. Yeah, it was a great view because it was an old stadium, so you're so close to the field.
Right.
But the roof of the visiting college radio booth was not the most idyllic setup for.
What's your favorite place to do the football?
Seattle's one of my favorite places.
Really?
Yes.
It's a beautiful, beautiful
It's very loud.
setting.
Yep. 0-1. Bouncer over to first. Harper has it, brings it right to the bag.
Ooh.
It's a good hustle. Now there's one out. Now a quick word from FanDuel Casino.
FanDuel Casino has 5 Huff and Puff games that'll blow you away. With houses of stick and brick bringing bigger, badder jackpots. Your home for thrills is the home of Huff and Puff. New players get 500 bonus spins plus up to $1,000 back in casino bonus.
Liam Hicks, the hitter. Hicks grounded out his first time up. And a pitch off the plate. 1-0. That was just outside the line. Just to finish that story, Lambeau Field is also a great place to call a football game. Yes.
Even as old as that stadium is.
Yeah, but it is old, but the press box, what they've redone in the radio booth is new. It's nice.
That's awesome.
It's cold.
I've never been, and
Very cold.
And I do want to go one of these days. That's got to be one of those more iconic ones, right?
2 O's hit foul. But I will say that the Orange Bowl was neat. It really was. I mean, I know, at the end it wasn't.
Right.
But it was cool to call a game there. Because there's been so many iconic games that have been played there.
Of course.
2-1 to Hicks. With one out here in the bottom of the fourth inning, Phillies lead it 2-1. Outside.
Wheels doesn't quite have the same command of his breaking ball as he had in Atlanta his first game. He spun some off the plate, trying to get a feel for it. Yep, there you see it.
I think that's ball four. I don't think it hit him.
No.
That's just really bookkeeping than anything else.
It just doesn't have a feel for that pitch right now, which will make him go to a different pitch, and he has the ability to do that. So he sailed the other one, kind of flipped it outside, and then he kind of yanked on this one and missed pretty badly, and you see some of the disgust on his face.
Delivers a strike to Ramirez, who walked his first time up. It's one of two walks issued by Wheeler today. He just banged his right leg.
Yeah, he's getting a little frustrated with the fact that he's not able to spin that for a strike, and he's a perfectionist, man. He wants to be able to execute his pitches, no question about that.
Zach is working on a streak. We talk about Christopher Sanchez and how good he is, 5 innings or more consecutively. Well, the guy with the longest active streak is the guy on the mound right now, Zach Wheeler. 42 starts in the regular season, 5 innings or more. And he may have gotten away with one there. It's now 2-2.
Yeah, he sure did.
But that's how good he's been.
Yep.
I mean, you know, Sanchez is right behind. Now Christopher, we've included his postseason games too. Alcantara, who looks like he's back to his old self.
Yeah.
He's on that list. Swing and a miss. He got him with the splitter. As Ruben said, if one pitch doesn't work, he'll go to another. That's his 5th strikeout.
That is indeed the beauty of what Zach Wheeler brings to that mound. Not feeling it with the one pitch, but he threw a beautiful splitter right on right. Here swings over it.
And now it's Casey, the batter. He whacks it foul. It's 0-1.
That's the best cutter he's thrown, and that was exactly what he wants to do with it. He runs that. It almost looks like a fastball out of his hand, and then it just cuts up into your hands as a left-hander, and that's the pitch that made Mariano Rivera the best closer in the history of the game.
Calling card. Hicks not necessarily a threat to run. He has one swipe this year.
Just sort of keep an eye on him. I think he just needed a little bit of a breather for himself.
Two and one.
Another
2-2.
Another nasty cutter.
Well, I think you may have heard Casey after he fouled that one off that it ate him up.
Just what makes you so conscious of that pitch. I know that Greg Maddux used to do the same thing, and then you're looking to try to pull off this pitch, and then you get something soft like that. Makes life difficult as a hitter.
That foul ball went over the head of Joe Roush. He ducked in the Phillies dugout. Smart man.
He's not trying to protect anybody over there?
There's Joe. He does not have the protected garb on that he had on yesterday with Brandon Marsh. 2-2. 3-2. That means the runner will be off from first. So Harper will play behind Hicks.
Interested to see what pitch he goes to. He might do the split again.
He's got so many effective pitches that his mind is working out there.
He's got him pretty conscious of that cutter. I wonder if he goes to the split to try to get him to swing over it.
Runner goes 3-2. Swing and a miss. He went with the split. He got him. And that'll wrap up this bottom of the 4th inning. Well, Zach Wheeler looks somewhat vintage here tonight. 6 strikeouts. He leaves 1. He hasn't allowed a hit since the first. 2-1 Phillies as we go to the top of the 5th inning. Phillies have 2 runs on 4 hits. Marlins 1 run on 2 hits.
Whole slew of Amaros over there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who do we have?
My one brother, Ruben.
He's got the same name as you do.
Well, because my dad was like George Foreman. His second marriage, Ruben Andres.
It was like George Foreman.
And then my other brother.
Your other brother,
Luis.
Ruben.
No,
okay.
not my other brother, Ruben.
That's funny.
Luis's girlfriend Sabrina there as well.
Does Ruben spell it the same as you do?
Exactly the same.
Not like the sandwich.
No. Come on.
Oh, your daddy was beautiful.
Luis, the older younger brother, is the GM of the Maracaibo, Venezuela Eagles, Las Águilas del Zulia. And Ruben is an agent. They're actually both agents.
So
agents of the Stars. So Luis has the hat turned around, the white hat, and then the guy's banging on the other guy's shoulder. That's Ruben.
Okay. Inside, and it's 2-2. So when he being the GM of a winter league team, is he always scouting, or does he have an idea who his team is already?
No, he's always kind of keeping his eyes and ears peeled. But he has his native players, but he's always kind of peeking around, and he's got a lot of contacts, man.
2-2, cut out and miss, 98. And Schwarber struck out for the 3rd time tonight. 6 strikeouts for Perez. Time now for a Stump the Fans trivia quiz answer, brought to you by FanDuel Casino. Bryce Harper comes into tonight's game with the 6th most career hits versus the Marlins. Who holds the all-time record for most hits against the Marlins with 291?
Well, I have my guess.
Want to know? You do?
Yeah.
You going Phillies?
I'm going to go Phillies.
Okay. Whacked on the ground, foul.
The one guy that would not be a Philly that I would consider would be Chipper Jones.
I was thinking Braves. Yeah, I was thinking Braves.
But
you're thinking Rollins?
I'm going to think Jimmy Rollins.
Yeah. That would have been on my mind too. I was thinking Chipper Jones.
And I don't know if this is going to be another trivia. I think the most home runs would be Ryan Howard. But I could be wrong.
Well, Harper has 38. I actually thought Chipper for that one too.
So
well,
is 38 the most home runs?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. No, it's strictly hits. But we could check you on Monday and ask that same question with the home runs to see if you remember. see if you're paying attention to yourself.
I'm likely not.
1-2. Outside 2-2.
I am getting a little older too, Tom.
I saw you wearing a sweater yesterday.
Sweater weather.
.42 is the most home runs.
Well, that's got to be hard. It's got to be
Ryan?
The big piece.
I would say Chipper on that one.
Oh, that's a good point.
But We're being told it's not Ryan or Chipper.
Wow. Well, we're not very smart.
It's not David Wright.
Ooh.
2-2 pitch. That's fouled.
Oh, nice job of battling here. Perez looks like he's like dialing up the best stuff for these two guys in the top part of the lineup. You can see the velocities going up. When these guys are coming in, his stuff is nastier.
7th pitch of the at-bat. And it runs outside.
Oh, I think he just tapped that. That's too late.
Yeah, he did wait
way
too long.
too late. They didn't give it to him. He tried to tap. And in fact, the bench was screaming over there, and then Liam hits tapped, and you can't do that. That's not allowed.
I think if you're the Phillies, you would have liked him to do it because I think that pitch was even outside. Not as far as that one. Here's the tap. 1 1,000, 2 1,000. That's too late. He would have lost it though. All right, so here is Garcia.
I don't think that Harper will try to steal this bag, but it's possible.
He's chatting with Paco. Oh, and 1. 1-1. Paco's twin brother Daniel was here today. Saw him watching batting practice. I mean, identical.
Oh,
twin brother.
I mean, identical.
Runner goes, pitch outside, off the glove of Hicks, and Harper will get second base.
Great choice. Great choice on the pitch selection for him going on a breaking ball. He had a enormous jump. There was no chance for Hicks to get him, and especially with the breaking ball being thrown. Nice job by Harper.
So 2 balls, 1 strike now to Garcia. He's got a chance to give the Phils a little breathing room. If he can come through here, he's got Marsh on deck. I don't know if Perez will face Marsh. And the pitch inside with a sweeper. And it's 3-1.
I'm really digging on Adolis Garcia's at bats right now. He's seeing the baseball extremely well, and he just seems like he's way more confident right now at the dish.
Three and 2. Well, and I know this doesn't dictate all of the success of a hitter, but the exit velocity, his average exit velocity, is the highest he has had in his career this season. Even though he's not putting together the same kind of numbers, you would think that it'll happen eventually. Popped up behind the second base bag. And now to the right of the bag, Edwards makes the catch for the second out. Teens are invited to check out Club 215 presented by the Giant Company. Join today to receive exclusive items such as a vintage snapback hat and learn about other benefits such as the reward store, where you can earn points and redeem prizes for attending games. Visit Phillies.com/fanclubs for more info. Marsh has singled and scored. The Phillies lead it 2-1. He scored the first run of the game for the Phils. And he takes a breaking ball for strike 1. He nodded yes, so he knows that was right on the line. At least he assumes it was. This has been a solid start for Marsh.
It was interesting to hear Don Mattingly talk about the fact that this guy might earn a little bit more at bats, maybe even against left-handers. See Don Mattingly on in the other dugout.
Yeah.
For a change.
That one's pulled on the ground. A one-hopper softly to second. Edwards throws him out. And the Phillies leave one in scoring position. We've played 4.5. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. That's probably it for Perez. It's 2-1 Phils. Tomorrow it's a Phillies Sports Super Saturday as the Sixers and Celtics clash in Game 7. And the Flyers kick off their second-round series in Carolina. But it all starts with the Phils and the Marlins. Settle in starting at 3:30 for Phillies pregame live right here on NBC Sports Philadelphia and streaming on the NBC Sports app.
Pretty gutsy win, huh?
Pretty gutsy win. That big guy right there, he played a huge role.
Yeah. Without one of his appendices.
Well, without his appendix. Like Stocker could survive with one kidney.
Right.
Morel takes a breaking ball, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Ooh, that's a good sign. Start spinning that breaking ball here and get a feel for it. That could be deadly for the Marlins.
On the ground toward the hole, backhanded by Sosa, flips over to first, too high. And Morel will be safe. My thought would be a base hit on that.
Yeah, I would think it would be. I mean, he's going hard to his right. It would have been a heck of a play. With a good throw, he probably does get him. As we talked about before, Morel does run well. Yeah, he just got underneath it a little bit. He throws a strike there, and he probably gets him.
I don't know if Harper was frustrated that he couldn't come up with that. As Sanoha fouls it off to the right, but he went down into a sort of a catcher's position. He looks okay. All right. I think he was just frustrated that he couldn't make the catch for some reason.
Yeah,
it was pretty high.
It was too high.
He would have had to be that guy from the Savannah Bananas.
Right.
Outside corner. Sinker at 92, and it's 0-2. I think it's the first fastball he's seen. Oh, 2. Pulled on the ground. Oh, 2. In the dirt.
Again, trying to get Sanoa on that breaking ball. Looked pretty bad on his last one he punched out on.
This guy has played 5 different positions. Yeah. We saw him a lot in left field last year.
Yep.
Playing third base today.
Yeah, he can play anywhere in the infield. Probably play all 3 outfield positions, although he runs okay. He's not a speedster necessarily, but probably could stick him out there in center.
Again, it's 1-2 with a runner at first. Swing and a miss. He got him for a second time. 7 strikeouts for Wheels. So he exceeds his strikeout total from his first outing.
And he's starting to get a pretty good feel for that breaking ball now, and he gets to Noah for the second time on that breaking ball.
And Marcy fouls it off over the dugout.
Yeah, Marcy has not been able to get to the fastball, and so I would assume that he's going to try to rush that fastball up and in on him until he proves he can get to it.
Gibson's the lefty, Bender's the right-hander warming up. Foul tip, 0-2.
Yeah, nothing but high cheese.
Oh, 2. Morel broke from first. I don't think that would have been a good pitch to run on as it went past the plate, because it was almost like a pitch out for Marchand.
Yep, that would have been a good throwing pitch.
Now he's got a big lead off
sure
first.
Does.
He does not go again. That one's lined out toward right field. Garcia's coming on, makes the catch, and he throws to first too high, backed up by Wheeler, who collides with Marchand. They had him at first too.
Yeah, they sure did. I think Garcia got so excited knowing that he was going to be able to throw this guy out that he almost overruns this ball.
Yeah.
He stays with it, but then he launches this one. Pretty accurate thrower typically, but you know, they're only human. So they got a little excited, but nice job of backing up both by Wheeler and Marchand to be there. Nice job by both those guys. I think he might have spiked Marchand.
I think he spiked him, yeah. Arm strength for Adolis Garcia. He's averaging 92.8 miles per hour on his throws, which is the 93rd percentile. '93rd percentile, and that's elite. Stowers late. It's 0-1. We got time by Stowers, who's 0 for 2. He's flat out to left. He is struck out. Would too. He used a lot of the pitch timer there. And by the way, Garcia, outs above average is +2, which is also in the 88th percentile. Part of it is because of the jumps that he gets. I mean, just a comparison, last year Nicky was -12 in outs above average. That's a drastic difference. Runner goes, pitches swung on and missed. It doesn't matter. The inning is over. 8 strikeouts for Zach Wheeler. Outstanding. He's allowed just the 1 run. That was in the first. That is it as we go to the 6th. Our Independence Blue Cross Phillies of the week are Justin Crawford and Alec Bohm. Both Bohm and Crawford delivered in the clutch to secure walk-off wins, marking the first sweep of the season for the Phils over the San Francisco Giants. It was the first time the Phillies collected 2 walk-off wins since July 24th, 1998 versus the Florida Marlins. The Phillies' walk-off excellence is brought to you by Independence Blue Cross. Well, there's Crawford. There's Bohm. We perfectly situated them together after doing our Philly of the Week.
See how he orchestrated that?
Yeah. They weren't alone yesterday. I mean, they had the game-winning RBIs, but the Phillies had some really good at-bats leading up to that. Cade Gibson is the new pitcher for the Marlins as we go to the top of the 6th inning. Edmundo Sosa takes low and in, 1 ball and no strikes. I mean, the thing that I thought stood out from the series is obviously the 2 starts by Luzardo and Sanchez. Both, one pitching 7, the other one pitching into the 7th inning. That was gigantic. As Sosa lines one into center field, a base hit against Gibson. The other part of it, though, too, the Phillies had 30 total hits, double figures twice, scored 16 runs in the 3-game series. You look at Gibson's numbers, had 12 extra base hits, and they had 13 walks. So their on-base percentage for the series against the Giants was .381. You know, that to me is a huge reason why they've won 3 straight, and it's what they were lacking earlier in the season when they lost 10 straight. Yeah, things like that.
Working counts. We're going to have a little ABS check.
Pitches to the ball. The catcher.
Well, both teams have both challenges left, so it's brought to you by T-Mobile. Oh, that was a good challenge.
Call's overturned. It is a strike.
A little front door breaking ball here from Gibson.
Yeah, Ruben, that's 16 wins by Ramirez and Hicks together on challenges. Ramirez has 20. 20 successful challenges, which is tied for the most by a catcher in Major League Baseball.
Interesting for a guy who kind of struggles a little bit back there.
Our live odds update brought to you by FanDuel. To get a hit in this at bat, plus 136 for Stott. One and 2.
Yeah, Gibson part of this very good bullpen, and these guys have done a nice job so far this season. A lot of guys with reverse splits, not this guy. He's been getting both righties and lefties out with regularity.
You see Morel. Now Morel's 2 feet off the bag. It was the Mariners game, the 15th, I think it was around the 15th of April, where Brian Wu threw over to first base and Josh Naylor was deemed too far away from the first base bag. So a balk was called by Bill Miller, and you very rarely see it. But it's deceiving the runner. He said, "Hey, you weren't holding the runner on." I don't think he was too far away from where Morel was.
Yeah, Morel's way out there. I mean, that's pretty far.
2 and 2. Ball's popped up out towards shallow lefts. And the catch is made by Sanoha. You know, the key is that you have to throw it basically to the bag. That's the concept, not to the fielder. So he's out that way. He has to then, as the throw comes over, come back toward the bag, right? So if he's 3 feet away in the baseline, catches it and then tags, then he's basically away from the bag. That's my understanding, is what Bill Miller said.
And that's, you know, it's sort of a judgment call by the umpire too. I mean, is he throwing it to the fielder, or is he throwing it to the bag? And sort of arbitrary in a lot of ways, but it's certainly something that the first base umpire has to be aware of.
Yeah, so look, he's and
way
he
up
stays there. Now, after the pitch is thrown, he does go back to the bag in case there's sort of a back pick. Or a pick, not a back pick, a pick, because back pick would be if he comes from behind. That's a good shot of where he is. Back toward the middle. Another base hit for Bohm. Sosa's around second. He's going to throw. He's going to put the brakes on the throw behind him. And he's back to the bag. Well, what a good sign for Bohm to have 2 hits tonight.
Oh, yeah. And it's a little a changeup or a little sinker, and he stays on it just enough to punch it up the middle. They're not playing double play depth. They're playing him the pull. Otto Lopez into that 6 hole, and I like the aggressiveness with which they are running the bases.
Crawford has not had success this year against lefties compared to a success last year with the Iron Pigs. He's 1 for 17 so far this season against left-handed pitching. He had 376 against lefties last year in the minors. 2-0.
Is the sky falling?
I don't know. Maybe the drone fell outside.
Wow, that was a big miss. A 2-0 breaking ball to this guy. It's kind of a bizarre pitch selection. I mean, if I'm Justin Crawford, I got to think about taking maybe 2. Maybe just 1.
Well, if he throws that one again, yes,
Yeah.
you're right. Go after it.
That's right. That's what he should be thinking right now is that same pitch. If he gets it, give it a whirl.
Three balls and 1 strike to Crawford. Line drive down the left field line. It's going to slice foul.
Ooh. Well, he's had some good swings today.
Fighting it off, staying alive. His ground ball rate has been dipping. It's down to 59%. You see where he has sprayed the baseball. Three and 2. Fights it off foul over the head of AC.
Another good at bat. I mean, he's battling. You have to remember, I mean, he really hasn't seen a lot of these guys. Maybe he's seen them 1 or 2 in some of in the minor leagues, but I mean, by and large, this is the first time he's facing some of these big leaguers.
And that's ball 4. Gibson thought it was a good pitch. And it brings the switch hitter Marchand up, and he'll bat right-handed.
Just a terrific at bat of keeping himself alive in the at bat. Once he got to 3-2, and then taking that walk, and it's up to Marchand to try to open things up here.
Marchand is 0 for 2. Infield creeps in.
Gotta say, I am a little surprised that they're not playing double play depth in this situation, because Marchand doesn't run all that well.
Yeah, unless they think they're not going to be able to overcome a 2-run deficit. But I'm with you on that.
I guess they have an abbreviated now. Now they're not completely in, so they probably still can turn 2. Oh, would take that one down the line. Wow, that dude had some serious flow.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, was that Strom's brother or something?
1 and 2. Bases loaded. They're going to challenge that one. I think he's going to lose this one.
The ball, the catcher is challenging.
is just outside.
The call is confirmed. Miami has 1 challenge remaining.
All right, so we've put the challenges up in the score bug. You have to peek up and you see Miami has 1 dot left. The Phillies have 2 dots left in the top left of the score bug. So you can follow along. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Marchand. The runners lead off and the pitch. Outside 3-2. Nobody up in the Marlins bullpen. At least not now. The phone is just started to ring. 3-2. Hit on the ground. Over to third. Sanoha to second for 1. And around the horn. 5-4-3. Well, they got the double play right when they needed it. Phillies leave a couple. A lot of pitches for Gibson, but he gets out of it. Phillies baseball is brought to you by Car Shield. It's as easy as call, drive, and save. And by Nissan. Every Nissan is designed for people who refuse to settle for less. Visit nissanusa.com or your local dealer. Wow, what a beautiful night it is here in South Florida. Busy weekend. Golf at Doral. The F1 over at the Dolphins Stadium. Baseball here at Lone Depot.
It's in the parking lot, right?
It's in the parking lot, yep. I'm sure there's a lot of other stuff going on down here in South Florida this weekend. But those are 2 major events. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Otto Lopez leads it off against Zach Wheeler. He takes strike 1. It's 0-1. Zach tonight has struck out 8. That one's hit sharply, but right at Bohm at third. 1 out. 82 pitches for Zach. I mean, it would be for the Phillies if they get 6. And the bullpen was really used yesterday, as everybody knows.
Yeah, I mean, it would be great to get him 6. And hopefully, if we can get a quick inning here, maybe he can go back out for the 7th. You never know.
Yeah, Trevor Richards is probably unavailable. Sugart is probably unavailable. Although he said he felt good today. He said he felt great yesterday. I said, did you feel in the second game that it took you longer to get loose? He said, no, not really. And we were talking about Terry Adams being the last Philly to win both ends of a doubleheader. I said to him, I said, you know, that was my first year in doing Phillies games. It was 26 years ago.
That was your first year?
Yeah, that he did that. And he said, yeah, it's amazing how baseball has changed. Because he's right. I mean, there were times when doubleheaders happened where guys would pitch both ends of the doubleheader.
Everybody was available all the time. That's when you had like 9 pitchers on your staff or 10.
2-1. Fouled off. 2-2. In fact, I remember a Babe Ruth game in Trenton, New Jersey, where Al Downing pitched both ends of the doubleheader.
Well, that was Al Downing.
Yeah. I don't remember it as if I saw it. I remember reading about it. I didn't see it.
Didn't you see Babe Ruth do it too?
Jeez. Man, now I feel like Wheels. I get all the age references.
I didn't say it, Wheels.
Tim Mesa's warming up in the pen. Two and two. Outside 3-2.
Didn't Edwards start off like a bat out of hell last year also, just like this? I think he did. And then sort of faded a little bit towards the end of the year. But, boy, he's had a really nice start to this season.
He is, you know, he's second in the National League in batting average. Pops that one up, though.
Stay in
Foul
here.
territory, third base side. Bohm is over, and he puts it away.
It's a big out.
Sure. That's a huge out. He's third in hits, Edwards is. He's first in on-base percentage this year. That's why it's such a big out, and the fact that he's, you know, since that first inning, he's taken care of Murderer's Row. Marlins Murderer's Row.
Yeah, Lopez, Edwards, and Hicks, and another tough guy in Hicks here. Another big at bat.
Take strike one. That's the key. Zach has 13 swings and misses so far tonight. Remarkable story. Thoracic outlet syndrome surgery. The venous kind. Not the nerve kind, but the venous kind. 1-1. Last game was put on the injured list last year on August 15th. Back earlier than anybody expected. 2-1.
Couple pretty good splitters that Hicks just spit on. Pretty good takes.
Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. It's like a surgeon. Just kind of breaking it down. Broke his back, ground ball to first.
Wow.
Harper has it, flips to Wheeler covering in time.
What a job.
Yeah, 3-1 on the putout. He may be done. We'll see. He's got a one-run lead as we go to the seventh. Time now for our game summary brought to you by your local Honda dealers. Well, Zach Wheeler has been brilliant tonight. 8 strikeouts, 94 pitches, 60 of which were strikes. He's allowed only 3 hits. His swing and miss stuff has been really impressive. In fact, unofficially, his swing and misses is 14 in 6 innings of work. Alec Bohm has 2 singles and an RBI. Justin Crawford has an RBI double. And we go to the top of the 7th inning.
Hey,
there's Tommy Hutton over in the Marlins broadcast booth. This is his final year of calling Marlins games on television. Tommy, of course, was a longtime Philadelphia Philly. Was one of the better defensive first basemen you will have seen in Major League Baseball.
Yep.
And he's the sweetest of people. He's got a nice smile, too.
and he's got a nice swing. He had a nice swing, too.
He did.
Nice, smooth swing. Wasn't a power hitter back then. You know, typically those corner guys were power guys, but good, solid hitter, but a tremendous fielder. You were right.
Well, this is his final year, and I said, how's it feel? He said, well, it doesn't feel any different.
Okay.
But we wished him his 80th birthday.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago. 11 days ago, actually. He's 80 and 11 days as of today.
Nice man.
Yep.
Really a sweet man.
0-1 to Schwarber. Fouled back. It's 0-2. He and Dave Van Horn were here for a long time. Have been here for a long time. Dave's now since retired. He's a Hall of Famer. Dave did radio. Tommy would do TV.
Yep.
Both fantastic people. Schwarber bounces it foul. Swing and a miss. Kyle came in kind of hot these last couple of days, but they've cooled him off tonight.
And gone several at bats without striking out, and he punches out 4 times here so far tonight.
Yeah, he had got 23 straight plate appearances. Oh, here we go. Bryce Harper comes into tonight's game with the 6th most hits against the Marlins, who holds the all-time record with 291. FanDuel Casino, get your thrill on.
Is it J-Roll?
All right, you're going to go J-Roll. I'm going to go.
You're going to go J-roll.
Well, I wasn't going to, but you can't officially say I didn't.
They saved you for the embarrassment, I think. Who were you going to guess?
I was going to say Chipper, but
Chipper, yeah. J-roll got a lot of knocks.
Well, he got the most in Phillies history.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing when you think about it.
Two and one. He and Ryan had Kenny Lofton on their podcast the other day.
Sugarloaf.
Was it yesterday? I listened to a little of it. They were funny. Inside 3-1.
I had the great joy of watching our man Kenny Lofton play up close and personal. I was his teammate. A little breaking ball that was headed for his dome.
Yeah, he also got a chance to play for the Phillies.
Yep.
I helped fix a flat tire in his car one time.
You're a nice man.
Yep.
People helping people.
I had one of those fix-a-flat things, you know, this spray.
Oh, it sprays and it just blow.
Yeah.
Does
it
it
worked.
blow it up?
It
or
seals
just seals it.
I think it blew it up too.
Well, Kenny was as electric a player as there was in Cleveland for quite some time. Boy, he was a amazing catalyst, and he still got a shot at the Hall of Fame, possibly.
3-2, fouled off. Well, that was part of their conversation, is that Ryan and Jimmy both thought he was a Hall of Famer, or should be. I think there's a lot of people that are in that same class that think that. He was he had some dominance to him.
Oh man, he could play center field, but he stolen bases, scoring runs. Part of one of the best offensive teams in the history of the game.
Fly ball out toward right field on the run is Casey. It's over his head, and it's a one hop off the wall. Harper on his way to second. The throw in, not in time. And Harp with his 7th double of the year. Little lefty on lefty action.
I know that's sort of redundant, but what an at bat. I mean, he stays on this slider so nicely and drives it to right center field. This is an absolute bullet. When he keeps his feet planted and drives the ball through the middle, it's almost unbeatable. I mean, it's a great swing.
And Garcia, the batter.
Yeah, they really need to spread this out a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, this is too close for comfort right now, and it's likely that Wheels is done. It'll be up to that bullpen and try to hold down a one-run lead for a few innings, and that's not an easy thing to do with these Marlins.
That one's back towards shortstop. Lopez to his left, and Morel stays on the bag. Harper goes to third.
That had a chance to shoot up the middle, but Lopez made a nice play ranging to his left.
Tie those laces. It's time for Nemours Children's Health Kids Run the Bases. Kids 14 and under are invited to circle the diamond post-game on Wednesday, June 17th. After the Phils host the Marlins at 1:05, head to Phillies.com to secure your tickets today. Well, they'll stay with the left-hander, Brandon Marsh, with the lefty on the mound and a runner at third. Marsh is 1 for 3. Ryan Kirkering warming up in the pen now. Looks like a good pitch.
Phillies 2 for 9 with runners in scoring position. Really love to see this go to 3 for 10. See the alignment. That shortstop Otto Lopez almost behind second base.
Oh, no.
Wow, that sounded terrible.
Maybe it hit the guard.
I'm hoping.
No, I don't think so. I mean,
that looked like it's one of those stingers too. I don't know if he can feel his body.
well, Joe Roush goes running out. Don Mattingly follows suit. It just sounded loud and painful.
I sure hope it hit that guard. He's looking for a little breaking ball and staying in there, and this ball rushes up there. Yep, right on the point of his elbow. I think it did catch guard.
I think it did too. Yep, it did.
Still.
Look at the way his arm moved. Look at the reaction from the bench. Trying to work it out here.
And Joe's pushing on it. He's not wincing. That's a good sign. Maybe a little.
I was going to say, can you see it through his beard, whether he's wincing or not?
May have hit that funny bone. I mean, that literally can just almost feels like it paralyzes you a little bit. I mean, you just have no feeling in your body when it contacts you like that.
Well, he's going to stay in. Well, at least I think he's going to stay in. Yeah, he's going to stay in. And no move from Clayton McCullough to go to the bullpen with a right-handed hitting Edmundo Sosa coming up, who singled in his first at-bat. Against Gibson. Way outside, it's 1 ball and no strikes.
Yes, it's strange. Kind of surprised McCullough doesn't go to the right-hander in this situation, and I'm kind of digging it. Let's see if Edmundo Sosa can shoot one into that right side of the field that Sanoa's playing all the way behind second base. Excuse me, Xavier Edwards is.
Our low first camera is being, well, it's being blocked by a big head. Not Adoli's. His is fine. Line drive, base hit into right center field. Edmundo comes through. Harper scores. Marsh to third. An extra run for the Phils. They lead it 3-1. They decide to stay with the left-hander against the right-hander Edmundo Sosa. And he pays them off.
Not a bigger hit today. I mean, this is a slider that stays up and out over the plate, and he doesn't light up. He just drives it the other way. Picks up on that mistake. There goes the merry-go-round. First and third, and another RBI here for Sosa.
Yeah, so he's 2 for 4 tonight. That RBI is his 8th of the year. And here's Bryson Stott. The Phillies lead it 3-1. Top of the 7th inning. And Stott fouls the first pitch down the left field line. That is a huge hit for Edmundo Sosa.
Sure is.
Hit .318 against left-handers last year. That's only his 8th hit this year against lefties, but the numbers are creeping up. Check swing. He went. Bruce Dreckman looked around Marsh to see if he had a look at it.
Now, I would not at all be surprised if Edmundo Sosa just doesn't goes on first move here. Try to create a little havoc with Bryson Stott down 0-2.
There he goes. Outside, no throw. And he'll get a stolen base. That's his second stolen base. And now a base hit brings home a couple more.
Take it. And when he's right, again, you have Otto Lopez playing almost behind second base. When he's right, he can drive this ball the opposite way and pick up another couple of RBIs.
2-2. Gibson, who was called up prior to Wednesday's game against the Dodgers. Fly ball right field, hit pretty well. Casey going back toward the wall. It is gone into the bullpen. 3-run home run, Bryson Stott. Lefty on lefty, and the Phillies have opened it up. And they lead it 6-1.
Wow. What an at-bat by Bryson Stott. God, that is so huge for his confidence. It's been a slow start for him, but he's starting to swing the bat much, much better. And there's nothing like a 3-run home run to start making you feel good. This is a little breaking ball again, another hanger. He stays on it enough and gets enough of it to backspin it out of the ballpark. And wow, that's a huge home run for Bryson Stott. Lefty on lefty, that's big for him.
No doubt about it. And a pitching change for the Marlins. It may have come 2 or 3 or 4 hitters too late. And the Phillies will take it. Our Nissan call to the pen. Well, we are back on so many levels. We have 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. The Phillies lead it 6-1. Bacher is the new pitcher for the Marlins. His 9th game. And he delivers a strike to Alec Bohm. You know, every manager has a reason for doing X, Y, or Z. But holy cow, he has these right-handers after an off day available, and he just stayed. And there's the challenge, an ABS challenge.
Pitch is called a ball. The catcher is challenging.
And he just stayed with the left-hander. And it is a ball. He missed again.
Call's correct.
They're done.
Miami has 0 challenges left.
I mean, I'm looking at Bacher's numbers against right-handers as splits this year. The right-handers are hitting .087 against them. And it wasn't like they were going to pinch hit for Sosa.
Unless they thought that. I don't think that they would have. I'm with you.
I just can't imagine why they would do that, but that was huge for the Phillies. They ended up with that 2-out thunder.
8th career home run for Stott against lefties. Bohm sends one in the air to right field. Casey, he's over, he's under it, and he makes the catch. And it's not even the Stott at bat, it's the Edmundo at bat.
Exactly.
Or even Adolis Garcia. Yeah, rub his head, it might be good luck. It's time to stretch. Time for our drive of the game, brought to you by your Delaware Valley Audi dealers. And part of that drive was what you saw Zach Wheeler out there. He's done after 6 solid innings. 3 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts, and Orion Kerkering will take over.
Yeah, what a boost to have Zach Wheeler doing Zach Wheeler things again. And now it's time for the pen to close things down.
And Dylan Moore has come in to play left field for the Phillies. So Marsh is out after getting hit by that pitch. And Kerkering's first pitch to Ramirez is a strike. There's Dylan Moore. It's close. 1 ball, 1 strike. Zach also retired the last 6 hitters that he faced. He allowed 1 hit since the first inning of tonight's game. Just outstanding. And I got to say, you know, we've been fortunate over the years to see players, see pitchers that when they go out and make a start, you're like, oh, thank goodness. You know, whether it be Roy Halladay or Cliff Lee or Cole Hamels, and a strike 3 call. Wow. I think that's how we all feel about Zach. And to see him back the way he has been in these first 2 games against 2, you know, one really good offensive team in the Braves and a decent one in the Marlins.
Yeah, the Marlins have been swinging the bat well. I mean, you look at the numbers across the board, and they're in the top 5 in a lot of different categories, and he did a nice job against them.
0-1 to Casey, who was 0 for 2, a fielder's choice and a strikeout.
Really been impressed by the way Orion Kerkering's throwing the baseball right now. I mean, there's so many intrinsic numbers that are really improved from even last year. He's holding right-handers to a .182.
Out to left field, Moore gets a chance.
He's getting a lot of soft contact. Throwing a whole lot of confidence right now. And boy, do they need him.
Oh, they do. And Burrell is 1 for 2, fielder's choice and an infield single.
Ooh.
That skimmed his back, and he'll go to first. That was a little retaliation for Brandon Marsh.
I think it might have something to do with that, a little.
Up by 5. Sanoha takes inside. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Throw it inside, then throw him a sweeper, and you kind of back him off.
Kind of unfair.
1-1. I think Marchand was just asking the umpire if he thought, like, where he thought that pitch was. He didn't challenge it. It's fouled back. Marchand comes out toward the netting and just can't get there.
Great effort.
Yeah, the ball hit the net. Whoa, went down inside his chest protector.
I mean, he had another half of a foot, and he makes that play. Really good effort here. Oh, they hit the netting. You're right.
Yeah, then came down. Whoop, there it goes.
That's not a catch?
Well, maybe in our backyard.
That's right.
Ground ball to shortstop. Gobbled up by Sosa. Little flip to second. And that'll do it here in the 7th inning. Solid 7th inning for Orion Kerkering. We'll head to the 8th. Phillies baseball is brought to you by your Philadelphia area Chevy dealers. Visit Chevrolet.com. And by Rally House. It's your city, your house. Rally House, Philadelphia. Phillies lead it 6-1. It's game 1 of this 4-game series. They need 6 more outs to win their 4th consecutive game. It will be the 2nd time this year that they would win 4 straight games. When all was right in the Phillies world, it was earlier this season that they did that. And now as we go to the top of the 8th inning, Justin Crawford will lead it off. Crawford's had a nice night for the Phils. And he takes outside from Bacher.
Just get the feeling that every single game that he plays, he's feeling more and more comfortable. I know he's going to have some ups and downs. It's going to be a rough go because it's not an easy game to play, especially as a rookie. But he's swinging the bat with some confidence.
Yeah,
showing some bat speed.
Average is a 272.
Yeah.
Coaching staff reminded him the other day that he's got all these tools in his tool belt. You know, whether it be the bunt, the speed, contact, whatever it is, just use them. A roller to second base. one out here in the 8th inning. And Marchand coming up. It's been a rough go offensively for Marchand. He hit it to a double play in the 6th inning. At that point, the Phillies had a 1-run lead. Lines that one to left field. And it's right at Stowers. 2 outs. The Phillies may get JT Realmuto back tomorrow, which is a great thing. He's eligible tomorrow. I shouldn't say they may. He's eligible tomorrow. Let's all play ball. Don't miss Play Ball Weekend coming up on June 5th through the 7th, encouraging youth everywhere to get out and play. You can visit playball.org to register for a free event near you. There's JT. We watched him throw today.
Yep.
And he threw to all bases. He signed a lot of autographs.
Yeah.
Talked to him for a moment. He felt really good.
Saw a lot
loose.
of saw a lot of old friends.
Did see a lot of old friends
here in Miami.
Kind of always forget that he started with the Marlins,
right.
But he did. 2-0. He was playing catch with Dusty before he threw, as Boland's warming up, and then he stretched it all the way down the right field line and he threw it. And he threw it off the top of the net behind home plate, where nobody wouldn't hit anybody. And then went and fired a bunch of throws to third, to second, to first. He took some swings.
Looked good.
He looked good. Two and two. Now a lot of it's going to be how he feels tomorrow.
Oh, no doubt. And Don Mattingly did say, I mean, I'd rather have this guy come and be a day or so late than a day or so early. I'm going to be very cautious with him and know how important he is to this ball club.
Schwarber strikes out for the 5th time tonight. And the side is retired. 1, 2, 3. It's a career high 5 strikeouts for Kyle. How could it not be? We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Fans 21 and over will be made in the shade when they take home a Miller Lite Phillies floppy hat on Friday, June 5th at 6:40 when the Phils host the White Sox. Secure your seats for this popular giveaway at Phillies.com/tickets. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning, and Jacob Marcy will lead it off, and Jonathan Boland will be the new pitcher for the Phillies. There are pieces of Rafael Marchand's transmitter that are being picked up in front of behind home plate.
Did it shatter?
I don't know. I think it just may have fallen out. He's got it going now. Kerkering a scoreless 7th inning, and now Boland delivers high.
Yeah, really important to get that first hitter and just come out firing strikes. Don't want to give these guys even a fighting chance.
Mm. 1 and 2.
Excellent backdoor curveball there.
Marcy tonight is 0 for 3. He has struck out twice. He's flied out to right. Tomorrow the Phillies will have Andrew Painter on the mound. Max Meyer will pitch for the Marlins. Is it Meyer or Mayer? Meyer? Max Meyer.
Yeah.
Line drive, base hit to center field. All right, so Marcy is aboard. He had 2 hits in the series against the Dodgers. First hit tonight for him. It's only the second hit since the first inning. And every time a Phillies pitcher throws a pitch of 95 or more, Comcast will make a contribution to Phillies charities. Stowers is 0 for 3. He has struck out twice. Takes a breaking ball. Mm. 97, 1-1. Short lead for Marcy off first. Swing and a miss, 2-2.
A nasty changeup.
Other scores around the National League East. Milwaukee leads Washington 6, or just finished off Washington 6-1. The Mets and the Angels are just underway, bottom of the first. Colorado is leading Atlanta 6-1. That game's in the 4th inning. Fouled back.
Jonathan Bolin has some power stuff. I mean, again, you have to be able to throw strikes and be consistent with your stuff, but well, you can trust it. Probably coming back with that changeup, I would think, again.
Breaking ball in the dirt. And now it's 3-2. Well, you don't want to let these guys back in.
No.
Or think they're back in.
Especially now with any free passes. You got to make them earn it. You got to go after them.
Now, they have scored a boatload of runs in the 8th inning of games this year. They have 24 runs in the 8th inning of games this year.
How about that stat?
That's a pretty good amount.
Yeah.
And it remains 3-2.
Ninth pitch of this at bat, making Jonathan Bolin work.
And ball 4. That'll put 2 on. It's also probably going to get somebody to stir in the Phillies bullpen.
I would think so.
As Marchand goes out, Lopez is coming up. Lopez is 1 for 3. Phillies used 7 relievers, counting Meza, in yesterday's game 2 of the doubleheader.
And they really do need some efficiency from some of these guys so that you don't have to use too many guys here in this situation. Love to not have to go to the Kellers of the world and such. Might have to do it.
I think he's available tonight. Lopez 1 for 3. Double and a run scored. He scored the only run in the first inning. And he takes the first pitch for strike 1. It's 0-1. Marchand's comment to him may have just been, hey, listen, we have a 5-run lead. Just challenge him. But he is calling the pitches. But, you know, or said, let's challenge him. Fouled it away, 0-2.
A nice job of getting ahead. Now he's got to try to put him away.
Got to clean that plate. It's the first time the Marlins have had a runner in scoring position since the first inning. That's how good Zach Wheeler was tonight. And Kerkering the same in the 7th inning. The 0-2 pitch. Outside, 1-2.
A couple of non-competitive pitches. Just really got to go after him. He's a little frustrated with himself as well.
Well, he did have his breaking ball earlier in this inning, but it's not there now. That time is called. Two and two. They'll stay alive.
See him drive this ball down in the zone here. See if he can't get a ground ball. Even if they don't get a double play, because Lopez can run pretty well. He's got to try to get it out.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Back toward the middle and knocked down by Bryson Stott. Rounding third and heading for home is Marcy. He'll score. It's a 6-2 game. Boy, Bryson.
Wow, that would have been
It was a heck of an effort by Bryson Stott.
Yeah, it would have been a heck of a play. And I don't know if they would have been able to get Stowers at second base, but once it came up off the mound, had a shot at it, but couldn't quite squeeze it. Would have been an unbelievable play, and Bolin hasn't been able to get outs here, and that's one of the reasons why you're going to see Caleb Coffin come have a little chat with him.
Yeah, and still nobody up in the bullpen for the Phillies. Not right now, anyway. There is some movement just as Caleb was heading out. Again, the bullpen is thin tonight after the doubleheader yesterday.
Yeah, and they had to go with the bullpen game in game 2. Put a little stress on the boys and really hoping that they can get outs with Jonathan Bolin.
Marlins have a +20 run differential here at home. They've played well. They have 10 wins here at home, 5 on the road, but don't forget they just finished off that series with the Dodgers where they look pretty good. And Xavier Edwards will be the hitter with Lopez at first, Stowers at second. 6-2 game. Phillies will get a left-hander up in the bullpen. Upstairs, 1-0. Alvarado starting to throw in the pen. There he is. Cesar's putting the receiver into his hat. On the inside corner, it's 1-1. Marlins are out of challenges. You can see in the top left corner the Phillies have 2 remaining. Again, there's nobody out And they're one base runner away from bringing the tying run to the plate.
Yeah, a lot of misfires here from Bolin, working behind hitters, not being able to put them away, and sometimes you just got to trust your stuff.
Little dribbler. They're going to try to get the out at first, and they do. The runners move up.
I'll trade that.
Yep. Yeah, you're counting down the outs now.
That's right.
At this point. And 1-3 on the putout. Alvarado's probably not ready yet. So they'll go with Liam Hicks, the lefty, against Bolin. There's Alvarado. He's 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice to Harper. He's also walked in this game.
I'll trade a ground out for an, I'll take an out here.
No doubt.
Even if they score a run, I'll take one out.
The ratio is it's 14 strikes to 12 balls. This is unlike Bolin. His splits at home compared to the road. He's accounted for 22% of the runs for the Marlins this year. He's been very productive. He has 28 runs batted in. He has scored a run in 3 straight, and he takes outside 3 and 1.
You got to go right after him here. You don't want to be giving him free passes. He's already given 1 this inning.
Threw him a changeup.
It's an interesting pitch choice. A lot of trust in that pitch.
Yeah. Three balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swinging a pop-up. Outside of third, foul, out of play. And we'll do it one more time. Again, the 3-2. Swinging a line drive out toward right field. Garcia's there, makes the catch, battling the lights. Gets the throw in toward third. A run scores, sac fly. It's a 6-3 game.
Yeah, that was a dangerous play. You're right. He did have to battle the lights. This is a ball is hammered to right field. Good thing he did throw a strike, but he stayed right with it. Squeezes it. That's a bad feeling out there when you're in the outfield and you just can't see the ball. Nice job by Garcia.
Well, Don will come out. It'll be a pitching change for Jonathan Bolin. It's a 3-run game. Join us for a faith and baseball night featuring Need to Breathe on Saturday, May 23rd. After the Phils host the Guardians, Need to Breathe will take the stage for a post-game performance. Your game ticket is your concert ticket, Ray. The field passes are available to enhance your experience. Visit Phillies.com/theme nights to purchase tickets and field passes today. Jose Alvarado is the new pitcher for the Phillies, 15th ball game. Struggling against left-handers this year, but he's got a right-hander in Ramirez coming up. And Ramirez does not represent the tying run. There are 2 outs. 2 runs are in. And he delivers a fastball in there for a strike. It's a sinker.
I've been liking his velocities. I mean, it's just that his ability to get left-handers out is bizarre. He just hasn't been able to do it. But righties, he's had a lot of success with. Oof. Righties hitting 174 against them.
It's so weird. Just the splits.
Yeah, and I mean, he's been dominant against left-handers in the past.
0-2.
Oh,
Check swing. He did not go, says the first base umpire, Carlos Torres.
Awfully close, I thought.
It was close. This umpiring crew will change up tomorrow. One goes out on vacation. I think it's Bruce Dreckman.
Really?
1-2. In the dirt, 2-2. Marchand keeps it around the home plate area. That one shot the other way, a base hit. It'll get another run home as Lopez scores. It's a 6-4 game. Now the tying run's coming to the plate. Connor Norby's going to pinch hit. We mentioned they've done a lot of damage in this inning, particularly during the course of the year.
Yeah, this is a fastball that's out over the plate a little bit. Ramirez, a pretty good right-handed hitter, and he punches it to right field, drives in another run, and Albies going to have to stop the flow here.
Well, Norby, a .226 hitter with 3 home runs. Two away, bottom of the 8th inning. Game 1 of a 4-game series. Inside. Line drive down the left field line. That'll be in for a base hit. It's a fair ball rolling down to the corner. Heading to third is Ramirez. He'll be held there. And now the tying run is at second base. It's a pinch hit double for Norby.
You said it before. I mean, these guys score a lot of runs in the 8th inning, and boy, they're tacking them on right now, putting a heat on the Phillies. Now the fastball stays up in the zone, and Norby turns on it. Smokes hits it down the left field line. Nice job by Moore of getting the ball in. Really, really good job just coming into the game. I feel like Caleb Copham's having a track meet right now.
Yeah, third visit of the inning. 6 double for Norby. But you're right about Moore because there was so much room between he and the corner. He had to get to it fast, otherwise it would have gone all the way to the corner. Another run would have scored, and quite possibly Norby could have gotten to third.
All this with 2 outs.
And now Morrell. Fielder's choice, infield hit by a pitch. He does normally pull the baseball, which is why the Phillies are leaning their infield the way they are, but there is a lot of space on the right side.
Yeah. It's an interesting alignment with Sosa all the way in the 6 hole.
0-2.
A couple of excellent fastballs. They're one of the best fastballs I've seen him throw this year. 199, and he had really something on him.
And a called strike 3. 3 pitches, And Morel is down here in the 8th inning. Alvarado leaves 2 in scoring position. We'll go to the 9th. Phillies baseball is brought to you by Toyota. Toyota has 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive. That's more than any other brand. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places. By Xfinity. Get reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years and same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity, imagine that. By Citizens, official bank of the Phils. And by Independence Blue Cross. Learn more at IBX.com. Well, we go to the top of the 9th inning, and Bryce Harper loops one down the right field line, foul. Phillies are going to try to add on. Their lead was 5. It's now 2. Love to get some runs. Marlins have adjusted their defense. Norby stays in the game after pinch hitting. He's at third base. And Stowers moves from, well, excuse me, Sanoa moves from left field, from third base to left field. Sorry about that. And Stowers goes from left field to right field. Now the 0-1 outside.
What a big strikeout that Alvy had on Morel.
I mean,
that
right
was
down the middle.
huge. Went right after him. I guess he was looking for that breaking ball.
One and 2. Hit sharply to first, and Morel gobbles it up. 3 unassisted. Michael and Ricky are standing by for Phillies Postgame Live, presented by Cure Auto Insurance. If they get a chance to talk about the 4th win in a row for the Phillies. Garcia, the batter.
I really wouldn't mind 1 or 2 extra runs.
It would be nice, yeah. There's Keller. He's going to close it out or try to close it out. Grounded foul. And it's 0-2. Good hustle by Liam Hicks. I don't know if he thought that.
Well, maybe if he got a swing out of.
I don't know if he
Garcia,
thought maybe the check swing was a little farther, and he thought, no, it's not really. 1-2. Swing and a miss. That splitter was really good. 2 outs. And Dylan Moore came on to play for Marsh is up.
He's done a good job since coming in, and it's an excellent split right here, as you said. Just dives out of the zone under Adolis's bat.
Oh, 0-1. They've only used 3 pitchers. Bacher and even former Tyler Phillips, we talked to today, they're kind of stretched out a little bit, so they can go a little longer. And Bacher, if he gets this last out, it would be 2 1/3 for him tonight. 0-2. There's a one hopper. It's 2-2.
Amazing how you can miss that far and then just absolutely paint a pitch. I mean, that was super non-competitive. Effectively wild.
Effectively wild. Two and two. And a swing and a miss. And Bacher gets back-to-back strikeouts. He retires all 7 hitters that he faced. We'll go to the bottom of the 9th. The Phils looking for their 4th straight win. Time now for our turning point, brought to you by Toyota Camry. Well, here it is right here. I mean, lefty on lefty. His at-bats are getting better. And that one was certainly a good one for Bryson Stott.
Yeah, a lot of talk about Bryson Stott not being able to handle left-handers, but he handled that one. He drives this ball out of the ballpark, and that's your Toyota Camry turning point of the game.
Yeah, now let's hope that is the difference the Phillies need to win this game, because we go to the bottom of the 9th inning, and Keller is on. Brad Keller's on. He's trying to pick up a save here. It's his first save opportunity. Joan Duran said today, I talked to him for a while, he said he felt really good. He's going to throw a bullpen tomorrow. First pitch is inside, 1-0, no swing. Bullpen tomorrow. And he's hoping to be back. He doesn't know if he'll have a rehab start or not, or rehab appearance. 2-0. But he was pretty confident today after going through a lot of drills that he would be back soon. But right now it's Keller. Sanoja is 0 for 3. Three balls and no strikes. They're going to challenge this one. I think it was low, but we'll see. Phillies have not used a challenge yet. Oh, here you go. Take a look. It's low.
Called correct.
Yeah, interesting.
Phillies have 1 challenge remaining. The count is 3-0.
Interesting 2-0 breaking ball there when you're trying to go after guys and not
bring the tying run to the plate.
Not bringing the tying run to the plate, and the top of the lineup that can be very dangerous here.
3-0 pitch inside. Ball 4. He walked him on 4 pitches. Well, baseball life has not been the easiest for the Phils, so there's no reason to think that this is going to be easy.
Great point.
Marcy is 1 for 4. Singled in the 8th inning when they scored 3 runs. Sanoja has a short lead off first. It's a disengagement for Keller. Sanoja told Marcy, hey, calm yourself as you get up to the plate. 5 in a row out of the strike zone.
Yeah, so unlike Keller, and then we're going to have a little visit with him.
Yeah, Bryce Harper initiated. He's the one that was starting to come over first. He's looking into the dugout. Here comes Caleb Cotham.
Now, somebody might have seen something.
Yeah.
Whether it was mechanical or I'm not sure what, but
yeah, I think he's fine health-wise.
Yeah, I think so. But that's a really uncharacteristic of this guy. I mean, this guy who's
generally throws strikes.
Yeah, his command is some of the keys for his success. All right, so back at it now. 5 in a row out of the zone, but still able to see if he can get a ground ball here. One ball, no strikes. Harper's not holding the runner on.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why we're not holding a runner on, but I guess they don't want to give him a little bit more space to cover up that 4-hole, but kind of like to have them keep him close so they can turn a double play.
2-1.
Again, Marcy really does run well, so tough to double up. But again, got to have him throw strikes first.
2-1. 3-1. It's a strike. They throw behind the runner. 3-2.
Oh, it goes with a slider. He's just not feeling confident in his ability to throw a fastball for a strike, so he goes to a slider.
Yeah, and a reminder, the Marlins do not have any challenges left. If you thought that pitch was low, looked like it was there. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes with nobody out here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Phillies lead it by 2. Short lead for Sanoha. And time is called by Marcy. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did, says Dreckman. And there's 1 out. Marcy's not happy about it. Wegner kind of walked him away. Oh,
Pretty close.
it's close.
Either way.
I think that's Dreckman's look, so he thinks he went.
Yeah.
It was close.
Back-to-back sliders. 3-1, 3-2.
So now 1 away. Stowers the batter. Stowers 25 home runs last year in an all-star season. Two and 0.
Wow, so many misfires. He's not able to get his arm slot to where it needs to be, and really fighting himself right now.
Yeah, 12 pitches so far. 9 are out of the strike zone.
These guys are almost going to get to the point where they're sitting on a breaking ball because they know that he's not able to command his fastball. And that's sort of what I would do right now if I was a Marlin.
2 balls, 1 strike. 3-1. That's a changeup that floated out.
He's trying different things, trying to get himself to find a pitch that he can throw a strike with.
Three and 2.
.96-mile-an-hour fastball. Finally threw a strike with it.
Really good spot too. 3 and 2, 1 out. Sanoha short lead. Fouled off.
He's had a couple of pretty good swings on that slider.
And again the payoff pitch. And a strike 3 calls. That was a beautiful pitch. Stowers just been ejected from the ball game. You'll see on this replay that it hit the edge of the plate. Boy, Keller really came up with 2 big pitches. Yeah, they're mad about the check swing first, and now that pitch.
And also, I guess mad about the fact that Wagner just, immediately ejected him.
Yeah.
I mean, with the reaction that Stowers had, I mean, I cannot necessarily blame Mark Wagner for doing it. He got him.
Yeah, he just said, "Now you're gone." I think Mark allowed McCullough to say a lot before he threw him out. All right, so here are the replays. Watch where this pitch is. See the box. Yeah, it's right on the line.
98 paint.
I mean, it's close, but it is a strike according to the box. And now the reaction. Great frame.
We still have a challenge. If he would not have called that a strike, we would have challenged him to probably going to strike out
Probably
anyway.
would have, yeah. So now Otto Lopez with 2 outs. There goes Sanoja. It's outside, 1-0. That's no matter.
Yeah, that run doesn't mean a thing. This is the hitter you want.
Yeah, the countdown for outs. There's one more to count. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a foul tip. He was trying to tie it up. Phillies postgame live coming up after this one. Michael and Ricky standing by. Brought to you by Cure Auto Insurance. Lopez lines it out to right center field. Will be in for a base hit. Garcia cuts it off, and he holds Lopez to a single as a run crosses the plate. It's a 6-5 game. Dynamite play by Garcia.
Yeah, I mean, a terrific piece of hitting from Otto Lopez, who swung the bat very well here this evening. But you said it. I mean, this could have been a game-saving play in a lot of ways. Garcia basically going no doubles, but this ball smoked in the right center field gap. But look at the foot speed of him cutting this ball off, and then he just launches a throw back into the infield and keeps him from being in scoring position.
Yeah, now it's Edwards that is up. He takes the first pitch outside. Edwards 1 for 4 at the RBI double in the first. Lopez has stolen 5 bases, not a huge lead. Now he creeps out more off first. 2-0.
Yeah, really misfiring on that arm side. He just hasn't been able to command that changeup or his fastball all that well.
Well, trying to fight his way through here in the 9th inning. What was a 6-1 lead is a 6-5 lead.
Good spot on that fastball. Right on the outer half.
Two and two. Now that one might have been off the plate. That one they may have a gripe about. Close though. 2-2. And time is called.
He's probably going to be in swing mode now that he knows that there's a chance that Wagner could bring this guy up. He might very well do it. So see where he places this pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. The one hopper, and Marchand can't handle it. It's going to put the tying run at second base. Boy, that ate him up.
Yeah, no real chance for him to block this. This is a breaking ball that was very short of the mark and came up on, hit him either on the mask or on the shoulder. Really bit down on this one. Hit him on the shoulder and the mask. Now they got a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, the tying runs at second. The 3-2 pitch. Swinging a fly ball out towards center field. Crawford backpedaling. He's under it, and he makes the catch. And the Phillies have won 4 in a row for the second time this year. And that was a heart stopper. The tying run left at second base, and they win it by a final score of 6-5. You can smile at Mundo. Get everybody else to smile too. It might take a minute.
Well, it was not pretty at the end, but they figured out a way to win this ball game. And over the first couple of weeks, and you're looking at a team that would have lost this game. But
maybe.
Nice to see them turn it around. And here's your Chevrolet player of the game. That's your Zach Wheeler.
6 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, and 8 strikeouts. He picks up his first victory of 2026. And the way he's throwing, it's the first of many. Giant home run replay is Bryson Stott, which turned out to be the difference in this ballgame. They needed every run they could get.
They sure did. I mean, it's a breaking ball. It stays up in the zone from Gibson, and he backspins it out of the ballpark and picks up a big 3-run home run, and that's your giant home run replay of the evening. And great job by Bryson Stott of picking the boys up.
So the Phillies win it. They've won 4 consecutive games. This Don Mattingly era is starting the same way that Rob Thompson's era started, when the Phillies won 8 straight when Rob took over for Joe Girardi. And not only that, the Phillies have inched closer to the Nationals, who were in 3rd place in the National League East.
One game at a time, Tom. One game at a time.
Well, Bryson Stott joins us down on the field. Bryson, when you hit that home run, I thought it was a nice insurance lead for the Phils. You needed everything you can get tonight.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good team. They fight till the end, and we play them a ton, and we know that they're not going to roll over, and it's good to get some insurance runs for sure.
Bryson, you've really been swinging the bat much better lately. What are the keys to that right now for you?
I mean, just trying not to go in the cage and overhaul my swing. Feel like I've been kind of hitting the barrel a lot and hitting the ball harder than I have before, and just kind of hitting it at guys. So just not let anything affect me too much, and I mean, hopefully they'll fall eventually. So
yeah. Well, you have so many games under your belt now. You're no longer part of this daycare. You're one of the veterans on this team. What does a swing like that do for you? And I know it's one game, but what does a swing like that do for you in this whole process?
Yeah, obviously you put a good swing on a good pitch and get the results, and it always feels good, obviously, to hit a homer and get those insurance runs. But personally, like I said, I just know that if I keep doing what I'm supposed to and not let anything get too big or dwell on stuff too long, eventually it'll turn. So.
How great is it to watch Zach Wheeler do Zach Wheeler things?
Yeah, I mean, I don't even have words for him anymore. I don't know. He's Zach Wheeler, and he's
amazing.
Yeah, he's top of the line, and just seeing him back out here is incredible, and looks like Zach Wheeler. So.
Yeah, he looked like Zach Wheeler tonight. Well, thank you, Bryson. We appreciate it. You looked like Bryson Stott tonight, too. So
appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Yep. The Phillies win it by a final score of 6-5. They've won 4 consecutive games. Nice to see him having some success, right, with that swing and hitting that home run to give the Phils the cushion that they needed. We got a lot more to talk about. This game dictates that we have a lot more to talk about.
Yeah.
Because our heart rate is high and we're trying to bring it down. The crossover presented by Toyota is